What's up, everyone? I guess what? I got ripped off by Uber tonight. So congratulations. Kind of, just I don't know. You might say just a tad bit upset right now. Just kind of slightly upset about this. But that I get ripped off $30. But hey, but we'll go over this in this video, what exactly happened to me tonight. And I tell you what, guys, this is I haven't been since I got back on with Uber last year. I've had a couple instances like this, and I Uber has done some really, I mean, some of this stuff is really, really downright shady to me. I mean, shady, and you could also use the word shitty as well. Let's go ahead and use that too. But I mean, it's just unbelievable. Okay, so I knew about this promotion from like yesterday or the day before, and so I didn't. I guess I didn't know like the full details or whatever, and I wasn't sure if I was gonna mess with it or not because um, I have my problems with Uber. Okay, but here's the promotion that I saw right here. So $30 extra by completing 5 deliveries. Let me go ahead and open up my toolbar here, and so we can circle this in the video. Okay, let's circle that word right there and highlight it, and so we don't forget. Okay, $30 by completing 5 deliveries, folks. And like I said, initially I did my dash earlier today. I made 100 and whatever it was, $112 earlier today with DoorDash, and I thought I was done for the day or whatever. And then, as my around the time my wife gets off work, we're, talking about this, Uber Quest, and I thought I got to thinking, well, and I thought you it's kind of cut off here, but there's also one for tomorrow as well. But I thought maybe deliveries from today could carry over into tomorrow, but I wasn't sure. But I thought, well, let's delay eating dinner tonight by a couple hours, and I'll try to pick up the 5. If you don't care, I'll try to pick up the 5 deliveries tonight. And she was like, "No, if you want to jump on Uber and knock out 5 delivery, go ahead. It doesn't matter." So I was okay. So I went ahead and logged in. Got out of my DoorDash shirt and hat and put these on. Log in. Okay. Delivery number 1, 520. I get an offer. 1160. Giant Eagle. 1 item. Okay, let's do it. And I'm not too worried about mileage, and I just want to get 5 orders, and because I'm going to get that $30, so it doesn't matter a whole lot, miles to money, and that type of thing. So I get the Giant Eagle less than 10 minutes later. Okay, and then I get the 1 item is this snot sucker. Okay, fine. And you can't really see the picture here, folks, but that's like a mom and a little baby, and this contraption going from the baby's nose to the mother's mouth. Okay, whatever. I'll I'll get it. You want this delivered to? I'll get it. Fine. Okay, so and then so I picked that up. I'm heading towards. I'm about to get on the interstate to deliver that, and so they stack another order onto me. So uh, this 722, it's going to add 7 miles, but Panera. But I just got to get out of the turning lane and get into the lane to my right. Go down, one more traffic light, and there's Panera. So I figured, let's go ahead and do this. I'm getting other orders before I'm even finishing my first order, and that's good because I just want to knock out 5 deliveries and as quick as I can and get this 30 extra bucks and head home. So I get the Panera, I go there. I had to wait, it was probably like 6 or 7 minutes. I had to wait a little while in there. Um, and So delivered at, it looks like, and I don't get the same screenshots as on Uber that I get with because DoorDash, after every like delivery, you get that little pay summary, and I screenshot that. And Uber's different. You don't, you have to wait an hour after the delivery to get your tip and like all this and that. So I don't get as good of a screenshots when I'm doing Uber. But I delivered the second one at, it was about 6:22. So, and before I delivered the second delivery, I get this, a Walgreens, another one item shop. So okay, let's do that. So Walgreens is now order number 3, right? It's good. Gonna be delivery number 3. Okay. So 6:22 is when I drop off the Panera, and I can't stand this when I go to upload a photo and it won't upload. Um, so I just close this order out without the photo. I don't know. Okay, so now I'm on the way to um, deliver that second order. I'm on the way to Walgreens, and on my way there, I get this taco nice. And it's, you see here that no, obviously normally I wouldn't take on any app. I'm not taking a $2 order, obviously. But in this situation, I'm just trying to get the 5 deliveries for that boost. So, and this is only adding 10 minutes and only not even a mile. So I took it for those reasons. The taco nice is on the way to the Walgreens. Okay, so I stop off there. I get it's just like one food item was all that was. And then drive a couple miles down the street, go to Walgreens. All Walgreens was one thing of ice cream, but 2 like easy pickups. And do I have like, so I got to Walgreens and finished that shop at 6:39. Okay. Um we're only like, so it's 6:39. We're just a little over an hour into this, and I've already picked up order number 4. So I'm kind of busting these out pretty quick. Okay, I get, and then this, so 7-Eleven must have been when I dropped off the second order between the Walgreens and Taco Nice. Um, and I get this message that I got my 100th delivery all time with Uber. So there you go. Congratulations to myself. 100 deliveries. Okay. And I didn't screenshot this, but after, up until this point, it was just order after order after order, as you can tell. So it wasn't until after delivering the fourth order that I was able to finally look at that the progress bar that should show 4 out of the 5 deliveries. I just need one more delivery to get the quest. It said 1 of 4 completed. I was like, what? I just dropped off my 4th order and it's saying 1 of 4, and I still need 4. What's going on here? And but whatever was going on, I know that I just needed like one more delivery. Okay, so if I get something else, that's going to be quick, well, now I'm concerned that maybe I'm not going to get the $30. But anyway, I still want to go ahead, and if I can get something that's going to be fast, I'll do it. Get 5 deliveries, and then maybe I can call support or get this sorted out or whatever the case. Okay, so just a minute later, here we go. Perfect. 963 Burger King. It's only going 1.5 miles total. So perfect. I picked this up. This took me 9 minutes start to finish, from receiving the offer to dropping it off. 9 minutes, and it was going in the direction of home. So boom, 1, 2, 3. That's my 5th delivery, and get home and everything, and then it's 7:38. Here is my quest progress. Only 3 of 5. Notice how it's at, see above it says complete 2 more deliveries. See, they use the word deliveries there, and then below they use the terminology trips. So which is it? Is it deliveries or trips? Okay, so what happened here is when I go to look at my earnings or whatever, they grouped the Giant Eagle and Panera together. That was considered one trip. Okay, and because I received the Panera offer before delivering the Giant Eagle, and same with the Walgreens and Taco Nice. Okay, so the 2 of those was considered one trip, and then the Burger King was all by itself. So there's the 3 of 5 trips. But that's and I don't know what happened to the original screenshot here. I don't know. Bad organization here. Sorry, folks. So I come home, eat dinner and everything, and then decide to contact Uber support, and I would have liked to call them, but I like going through the app and trying. I cannot find a number, or I even do like an internet search, and for the life of me, I cannot call Uber driver support, if there even is telephone support. Unbelievable. I kept going, like in the app, I kept going to help, and looking everywhere, clicking everywhere, and all I could do was a chat. Okay, more about that in a second. So 8:32 is when the chat starts. Let's write this down. 8:32 chat. Okay. I said I completed a quest earlier and didn't receive the $30 for delivering 5 orders. Okay, and can you provide a screenshot? And I gave a screenshot of where it said I completed the 3 of 5. That's the first screenshot I sent. Okay. Then I provided a little bit of an explanation. I said my Giant Eagle and Panera were combined into one trip, and so was deliveries number 3 and 4. The agent says, please don't worry. I'm here to help you with your concern and get it sorted out for you quickly. Let me take a look and I'll assist you right away. Thank you very much. Then I sent a screenshot of that first screen where it said, where it described the quest, complete 5, to earn $30, complete 5 deliveries. And I kind of like circled just like I did live in this video, circled the word deliveries. Okay. And then I said, this says deliveries, not trips. He says, please bear with me. Thanks for waiting patiently. And then he says, just let me know that you have completed the 5 trips. And I said, yes, I completed 5 deliveries between 5:20 and 7:21 this evening. Okay. And then I even spell them out. There, the Giant Eagle, the Panera, Walgreens, Taco Nice, and Burger King. And then with the dollar amounts. But there's the 5 deliveries. And then, so next message, I had to wait 4 minutes, you see there. And that's severe weather siren at 9:39 at night. Crap. Please, I request you to... Sorry, folks. Tornado warning. Wow. I request the next scheduled payout, and the earning will appear in the next payout. And I said, I'll get the $30 then, question mark. And I asked for a reference number. I got to hurry this up. There's a tornado here. And then he says, 2 minutes later, sorry for the issue. I don't find a quest related to your screenshot or promotion type. Is that siren coming out in the video? So first he said, I'll get the money, and then says, now I don't even see it. And then I asked for the phone number, and then here's another generic message, and then it says to phone call support, you have to go in the app and look for a telephone icon and click on that. And I went back in there. There's everywhere in my app there is no telephone icon. For, like I said, for the life of me, I can't call support. And then they sent a couple messages. You can only do chat or phone call at one time. But anyway, so I'm not going to get my $30. What a night this is. I'm not going to get $30, and now I'm going to get hit by a tornado here, folks. I mean, this is... Oh my gosh. Anyway, that's it for this video. Thank you very much, Uber, for cheating me out of my $30 quest. I appreciate it very much. I still did... even without that 30, I still did $40 in 2 hours flat. So not the end of the world, but whatever. That's it for now. Thanks guys for watching. As always, be sure to drive safe out there. Seek shelter in case of a tornado, and that's it for now.